Today I will be demoing an imaginary acrylic landscape as well as talking about my experiences with my first ever art walk. Hi, Shanna Rowe Jackson here from Caution Arts That Play, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about my first experience at an art walk. But first I'm going to tell you a little bit about this painting. So right now I'm just working on an imaginary acrylic painting. It's just going to be a little landscape. Originally I wanted this video footage to be part of a new series that I plan on starting about acrylics. It will be a paint along with me series, but I ran into a crazy amount of technical difficulties and ended up with missing footage, and my camera ended up moving at one point. So it just did not end up being what I wanted it to be. So I will end up doing that series down the line, but I'm not going to use this footage for that series. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to finally tell you about my experience in my art walk, because I've been wanting to tell you all about that experience for a while now. So I was part of an art walk a couple weeks ago in July. It was my first ever art walk and I had a blast. Since this was my first time, I can't really give a whole lot of advice on how to make money at art walks, and this experience is a little bit unique because this was actually the first time that this event has thrown an art walk. So it is a little bit different than if you were to ever try an art walk that is more established. So first, let me tell you a little bit about the art walk. We have a festival in Maine, in Lisbon, that is centered around the soda Moxie, because that soda was invented in Maine. So the Moxie Festival is something that happens every year, and it brings in thousands of people, and there's a lot of games and events and a parade, and there's just a lot of fun happenings going on. And this was their first year throwing an art walk. My good friend Marcia was curating the art walk, and so she had asked me if it was something I would be interested in participating in, and so I decided to do it. Now, starting out, I want to say that I did end up having to spend a lot of money down because I've never done one before, so I didn't have any of the equipment that I needed. For instance, I needed to buy a tent, and I needed it to be strong enough to hold up artwork. I had to find a way to hang my art. Since I work in colored pencil a lot and it's on paper, I had to frame a lot of artwork. So one thing that I can say, which I knew ahead of time from hearing from other people, is that the first time you do any event like this, it is going to cost a lot of money down, and you may not make all your money back the first time. You may not even make it back the second or third time. But I knew all this going into it because, as I said, I had talked to other artists and I had interacted with other artists online for quite a few years, and so I knew that this was a possibility. The other thing is that this was not an established art walk, so I didn't have high hopes of it bringing in a whole lot of art buyers, because not a lot of art buyers knew about it yet. There's other more established art walks around where I live that I think I might try next. So my expectations were not huge. That being said, I came away very happy. I did end up selling quite a few prints, and I made some new contacts. I gave out a lot of business cards, and I did end up selling an original, which was one of my goals. So I was very excited about that. But more than that, it gave me the opportunity to meet new people and interact with them about my art and to speak with them about my art. Plus, a few of my friends were there as well, and it just made the whole thing that much more fun. And we got to be front and center for the parade, and I just had a blast. So if you are considering trying out an art walk or something like that, just know ahead of time that it probably will cost quite a bit of money, but in the end, the experience will be worth it. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this painting. I know that this isn't a very long video. I've been wanting to just talk about it for a while now. Thank you.